changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
You're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name? I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Goodsprings. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do? most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race. Looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. You'll learn right quick if you get back all your faculties. Yeah, that's a pretty standard score there, but after what you've been through, I'd say that's great news. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn and dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking. All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog. House. Night. Bandit. Light. Mother. Okay, now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one, conflict just ain't in my nature. I ain't given to relying on others for support. I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention. I'm slow to embrace new ideas. I charge in to deal with my problems head on. Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see. Okay. How about this one? Last one. Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you. Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head. All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out. Here, these are yours. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out, they call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway. Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. But try not to get killed anymore.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle? Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need. I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were. So I hauled you off to the dock right quick. Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that. I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite... Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place to settle as any. I'm a Securitron, Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy. Happy?
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to. Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon. Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them. That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are... Follow me. See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me. Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me. Holy moly. If you hadn't come here like you done, I came up... Now that was some good work. Here's a little spending money for the... One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land. All right then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Hey, partner.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do. Go on over to that campfire now. Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the... Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the... Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she'd be cross with me.
I'm done being nice. If you don't...
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the... Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something. About a week ago, this trader, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he said. We figured he was just... He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill. You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants. Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him. Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could... If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Goodspring. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad, and they've got a lot of friends out there. Now, of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the... They were having some kind of argument about it, but the... Sounded like they came in... That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of... I didn't hear exactly, but the fellow wants to get there and avoid the 15. Don't know why you'd want to do a thing like that. Yep, you'd get on their good side, but people around here wouldn't appreciate it. He's a convict. Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke. There'd be caps in it. I know that thing as much as... Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as... I don't know why it took an interest in you, but... It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people... It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. Most travelers... There's always something interesting going on, but... Be careful out there.
What the hell is your problem? What do you want? He's some traitor who decided he would serve these... Let me get out of town before we talk. Too many unfriendly... It is now. None of your damn business. Rob some people, burn some... Same old shit that's been going on for you. Never been there since the...
Howdy.
That's close enough. Who are... Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard. We got off to a bad start. What say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan? You know how to play? Yeah. He doesn't look very tough, though. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no... I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. We just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been...
Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer? Say no more. I'm in. Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo. However, between you, me, and Ringo, if you could convince Trudy to... Finally, there's a good... A silver tongue would help. convincing Trudy that we had a good plan. I don't think give is in Chet's vocabulary. Even with the town at stake, he'd still... Easy Pete's pretty protective of his dynamite. Sure can. Not in Good Springs, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but if you want to take a shot at it. If the lock's too much for you to handle, reading through the magazine might give you the edge. You'll need those to pick the... Always happy to help someone down. I hunt gecko. Sure. Southeast of here is Prim. Can't miss it. I wouldn't head that direct. The new... Not that... Well... Got a funny name. Around here, the geckos aren't too tough. Stick to the roads. If you...
So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right. I was planning on sitting this one out, but for some reason, I can't help but like you. Let me have a word.
Howdy. Too dangerous. Gonna kill all yourselves if I let you touch it. Yup. The one in the fence is bad. Well, was a prospector until I just... Nope. Had a pretty good claim once. Meat and hide, mostly. Can't put a pack on them. The machine. Keep your...
You must be the one, Doc. I've got plenty of supply. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes. Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the powder. You made your point. I can provide people with some leather armor and extra and I'll be guarding the store. It's all about quantity over quality. Weapon mods are things like silencers, scopes, twice.
Welcome back. Seems like wherever I go, it's always the same. Well, ain't we all, right?
So what's going on? Well, I guess that... All right, I'm ready. I hope.
Time to look alive. The powder gangers are here to play. At least 6, Joe Cobb included. I'll be set up near the store. Let's...
I owe you a huge favor for this. I'll stick around for a bit longer. Thanks again for all your help.
I'm glad that business...
Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Prim is off limits. Some convicts from the prison up the road have taken over the town. Everyone inside is either dead or in hiding. What's more, there are 2 tribes of raiders causing trouble in this area. We'd love to, but they don't fall under NCR jurisdiction. Even if they did, we're in no shape to protect. We don't have the equipment to take. I'm Lieutenant Hayes of the New California Republic Army, 5th Battalion, 1st Company. What's your business? We were sent out here to hold back the tide of... As you can probably tell, the mission isn't a problem. The problem is with supplies. I'm trying to get some reinforcements. Most people... A little bit ago, the convicts there stayed... Not much. They've taken to calling themselves Powder Gang. They got... I have some free...
Evening. When I got this assignment, I was hoping there'd be more gambling.
I'm Sergeant McGee of the New California Republic Army, 5th Battalion. I'm from the Hub originally, but it's